Welcome to FM Corner. I'm Danny Koontz, Director of Relationship for Windy City Equipment. Today I'm going to do part one of a two-parter. Owning your mistakes out loud. We all live in a world where mistakes are made every day. The only reason you wouldn't make a mistake is you're not doing anything. I make them, you make them, everybody does. We don't do it intentionally. We go down a road where we are making a decision we think is right. Sometimes we don't know all the facts when we make that decision. Sometimes we do, and we still make the wrong one. And it reveals itself, and we feel terrible. Worse than making a mistake is not doing anything at all, or never making a decision. That's worse. Somebody's waiting on you for a decision, and all you're doing is stalling, or putting it off, or coming up with excuses of why something can't be done or whatever. You're not helping that person. You're not helping the people on the other end that this person has to get the answer to. You got to make a call. It might be wrong. Really good news. You can usually fix it. And if you can't, you learn from it. And you're not going to make that mistake again. The issue that comes into play is when people won't acknowledge they made them. They do everything in the world to try to sugarcoat what's a bad decision or a bad mistake that they made. What happens is people lose trust in them. They lose trust. What they really want to hear is, hey, listen, I messed it up. I did it. I own it. I did one 10 minutes ago. I deleted a file you never should delete for the second time. I did it. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to. I just did it. But worse would have been not bringing it to the table. You have to own your mistakes. You have to tell people. Don't make excuses. Well, I'm sure I was busy that day. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Own what you do. Take the responsibility. Tell people, I made a mistake. I will own it, and I will start immediately working to fix it. If you can help me get it fixed, I would truly appreciate that. But I own it. You got to do that. You got to let people know. When you make a mistake, act quickly. Quickly. Take responsibility and ownership. Let people know, I messed up. I messed up. Don't go down the road of, well, it's really not that bad. Yeah, it is to somebody else. You'll just dig yourself a hole. Own it. I did it. Be sincere. Sincere. I messed up. I will make it right. Fix the problem. Whatever you do, work to fix the problem or make it better. Stop the bleeding. Apologize to people who picked up extra work that they now got to do because of something you did. Tell them you're sorry. Offer to help them. Anything you can do. Never jump in excuse mode as soon as it happens if you're not aware of the entire situation. All you're going to do is make it worse. Acknowledge it. Go to work on it, come back and explain it when you have all the facts or whatever you need to do, but don't go into excuse mode from the start. People typically will be glad to help you make a situation better, but they won't if they believe the people that are involved or you can't admit that you were wrong. They'll be very inclined to pass. You need those people. Don't let people lose trust. Own it. Be accountable, start to work on fixing it. Could be a policy went wrong, could be bad or really lack of communication, could be a lack of a team member showing the company values that you're supposed to show. Could be you put the wrong person in the wrong position, we hired the wrong person. Could be any of that. Could be a misunderstanding of what the rules were of engagement to get the job done. Could be any or all of those. We've all experienced them. That's okay. It happens. Just always be aware that people are looking for you, at you, when you've made decisions that have went wrong. What are you saying and what are you doing about it? If everything gets swept under the rug, trust evaporates quickly. There is no trust. There is no trust. No accountability, no trust. You have to set the standard, not only for you, but for your team members as well. That's part one. Join us next week. We're going to talk about part two of owning your mistakes out loud. Thank you.